Hey, I'm back. Yes, I'm relaxing. I'm here. Oh, sorry. I'm on a hammock. What's up with the stream? I'm telling you, this subject is going to cause all kinds of, I'm back. Okay, so I okay, so family, let's get back into the topic really quickly. Yeah, I'm listen. They don't want me to broadcast this, obviously. So listen, family. So we have Amara de la Negra, which triggered this transmission. And oh darn, I forgot something. Can't stop, won't stop. What are they gonna do? Anyway, so she triggered this for me to make this video. I always knew there was a connection to the Anunnaki and obviously the bloodline of the Haitian and the Dominicano. And again, why I linked the two together, because they're one and the same. They're kin to each other. They're cousins. You know, many people like to separate them because you see one side of the island that, you know, demonize Haiti and actually quite abused. But interesting enough, look at this. I'm getting rashes from doing this broadcast. This broadcast is so interesting. Yeah, Haiti gets abused, they get demonized, but it's interesting because that only lets you know if they were nothing, they wouldn't take such pleasure out of you said Anna Ninja. You need to stop, Jose. They wouldn't put so much promotion and propaganda against the people if they were absolute. Oh my gosh. I'm actually happy that this is happening because this tells you that this is crazy. I'm trying to make okay, family. It looks like I'm going to have to, I don't know what's going on. Let me just get this out because I actually have two. Now listen, I'm going to talk about this again. I have an interview with the ladies of the Netherlands. I'm going to be on at 3 o'clock live on YouTube. So I'll bring this up again in connection to the Haitian family and Dominicana family. It's something that I know that they don't want you to know. And again, can't stop, won't stop. I'm going to keep doing it. I have a meeting at 2 o'clock, so I can't really discuss this. But listen, family. Amara de Negra was my trigger. She triggered me to make this transmission, and the Andromedans were kind of pushing and propelling me to do it. I knew this already, and again, there's two different sects of the Anunnaki. There's a Negra serpent line, which is connected to those of ancient Kemet, Somalians, Ethiopians. That's more of the O positive bloodline. The O negative are the Anunnaki on the other side. They're a totally different sect. They're not mixed with that Negra side. That is why you get O negatives. O negatives is more so connected to the Anunnaki and the galactic side on a different level than the Anunnaki Negra. I was gonna say Negra serpent line. Okay, and there is a big population of O negatives in Dominican Republic and in Haiti, much more than they would ever denote. So the fact of the matter is, there's O positives obviously in Haiti and Dominican. In the Caribbean, generally we hold O positive. We are generally the indigenous of the planet, O positive, because we're mixed with the Taino, the Arawak, and the Carib, along with our brethren that is on land, on more so mainland, that is connected to the Pelagians, which are more the Cherokee, the Blackfoot, the Chippewa, the Iroquois. Who else is the Pelagian? I said the Blackfoot, there's another, the Crete. The Crete are all Pelagian. Those are Pelagian based. But in the West Indies, we all share the same bloodline. That's why if you go to different islands, we generally tend to look alike. If I go on 207th and Broadway, big up to my Dominicanos on 207 and Broadway, they always think I'm Dominicano. So for that fact, we generally tend to hold the same gene pool. Can someone give me the time? Oh, what time is it? Okay, because I only have until 2 o'clock. So let me get back to Amara. We eat the same foods. We generally have the same dispositions. A lot of us have the same facial features. I mean, it's because our gene pools are so close. And our mainline family, and he said 138. Dyer Shay said 138. I know that. Oh, it's 138. I'm sorry. I thought you were repping New York City, 138th Street. Oh, the Hopi. Thank you, Nawa. The Hopi. Thank you. Yes. Those are all connected to the Pelagians, but the Anunnaki is something different. Totally different. They seed it differently. And what you'll see in the Caribbean every island, whether it be St. Croix, which is a Virgin Island, St. Croix, St. Vincent, St. Thomas, Bahamas, and that neck of Puerto Rico, you see more of that Taino. That's why when you go to St. Croix, you see in St. Croix, you see people who look, and some of them speak Spanish still, because it's so close to Puerto Rico. And then you see, as you get closer, my family's more from South America. They migrated from South America. That's why I feel very comfortable going to Brazil, because my family migrated from French Guiana around Suriname and Brazil, and they migrated to further in Central America and eventually into the Caribbean. So my gene pool has already been acclimated to South America based on the fact that we were already seated there. Okay, so I sidebarred. Okay, so I saw a video and I posted on Cypher. Big up to the Cypher crew, big up to the 1+3 as usual. Big up to the family, the sisterhood, big up to the matriarchy, big up to the Negra serpent line, and big up to the Anunnaki. So I digress, and because I was cut off so many times, listen. So I'm watching the video with her and I'm triggered. Then I get another video sent to me. That's why it's all relative. I had another video sent to me that was connected to the a party that a certain being gave. That's why the transmission messed up, because I can't see every time I do it. I just got, if you don't hear that, you hear? It sounds like a snake. They don't want me talking about him. All right, I won't talk about it. I'll go into another topic. It sounds like a snake out here. You hear that sound? You hear it? That's actually sounds like a cricket. You hear it? It's loud. You hear that? Everybody hear it? Yeah. Listen to that. It's not my sprinklers. Something doesn't want me. Okay, that's telling me to hush. All right, let's go on another topic. So I noticed that as the Haitian families are now remember there are Haitian families. Remember, the Creoles were set into New Orleans. All those boulets. Why do you think they call them the boulets? Why do you think they call the elite? I don't like to call them elite. Why do you think they call the dark cabal that's connected to the brown people? Why do you think they call them the boulets? Because they're from the Creole bloodline of the Haitian. Okay, the Haitian bloodline was seated also in the South. They were seated in the South. They were seated in positions of power because these are bloodlines. Most people think that the bloodlines are all European based. It's not true. What you see in front is not what you know to be in the back. The people in the back have more power than the people that are put up front. The front people are patsies. Any being that's placed on front, the Rockefellers, all that stuff, that's all patsies. Those are not the families that are in power. The families that are in power are the ones that you don't know about. And many of them you'd be shocked, are brown. That's why I say we got to stop with complexionism, because if you knew some of the diabolical things going on the back lane, you would know that some of them are happening by brown people. Real talk. Okay, so the boule has a lot of power. The boule is strong. And now that we're coming back online with home court advantage, going from the Andromedan and the Negra line, serpent line from the Anunnaki, those who did dirt towards the matriarch, towards the sisterhood, they were holding positions of power in the boule. They're trying to jump ship and come on the other side because they know that shift of power has already happened. And if you watch the video, I think it's called, what is the video that man made? See, I'm getting it, the sound won't even stop. Do you hear that? It won't even stop. There was a video that the being who made the album 44 made, and it shows the matriarchy coming back online. I'm gonna link it to this video for you because I forgot the name of it. You know how I'm you know how I am. What is it called? The video, it's a new video that he made. I can't say his name out loud. You hear the sounds that they're telling me to hush up because I can't tell you, but yes, Joy, you already know. And the video was made, you see the matriarchy come online, you see a woman, it's like a video movie. It stopped. Listen, you heard it stop? They just stopped. Perfect. Wonderful. Thank you. So Yeah, listen. So they made a video. It's a video movie. It is Family Feud. Thank you, Karima. Oh, thank you. I need you ladies in my brain. I'm the auntie that shouldn't be on video. So they made this video. The video shows the matriarchy coming online. They're telling you he's trying to hold home court and sit in a position of power. Though he sat in patriarchy, he's a time jumper, and he's with the Boule. Okay, the Boule are strong, they're powerful. I don't really have beef with the Boule, but they've sat in patriarchy too well, and they're trying to jump ship to come over to the newly awakened matriarchy that is coming online. It already is starting. But you can't do it because you've done so much dirt. I don't care how many cinematography movies you do showing our power, trying to sit. Well, that's why when we do our purple and white, you're seeing all these athletes doing sneakers now in purple and white. They're trying to be down with the matriarchy, but I'm sorry. When you do dirt, you get dirt. You did a lot of dirt. You sat on our heads. You put your foot on our necks, and now you want to jump ship because you see another person in power showing up. So you think that you're going to kindly just jump on board of the home court advantage of the divine and think that you're going to sit comfortably in our arena? I think not. I don't care how many videos you make. I don't care how much you give us props. I don't care how much you give us shout outs. I don't care how much purple and white you try to do. I don't care if you make albums called 444. You are done. You had sat and disrespected the divine with the old brotherhood, and you're still in bed with them. The brotherhood is still there. Many of them are shape-shifting and transferring their consciousness in melanated bodies. Let's keep it real. The movie Get Out was literally Get Out, and many of them transferred. If they told you that they passed away, you notice that Rockefeller passed away. No, his consciousness has been transferred. They told you about the movie. Go see the movie. They transferred him into a melanated body. He's probably somebody that you'll see as a brown person. And then who's this other one? What's his name from the Playboy? What's his name? What's the guy from Playboy? Oh goodness, Playboy man. He's the creator of Playboy. What's his name? Hugh Hefner. Thank you, Peace. Thank you, Sech. Thank you, Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner also passed. You notice all these head honchos are passing away at the beginning. People are like, oh, it's the end of. No, they're jumping ship, and they're trying to jump over in transhumanism and take on this consciousness. And they got a sleeve, like in that movie. They took a sleeve with a melanated dominant body, and now they're walking around probably as going to be billionaires and millionaires up in new bodies that match what the new home court advantage of. And don't be shocked if they're not brown women. Okay, not everything you see is what it is. So what up 1+3? What up Keisha? Big up mama. So I wanted to say that I just wanted to make everyone aware of what's happening, and not to be confused that everything that glimmers is not gold. Many are trying to jump on board of the divine, even though they've done harm to in the past regime, and very well sat comfortably doing debaucherous things to our feminine and sisterhood. I want you to see them and make sure that you hold them accountable. Sis, listen, all that forgiveness in Christianity, saying that you forgive people. No, I give zero anonymity. I give zero forgiveness. I give zero reprieve for those who've done harm to the sisterhood and repressed her and abused her and subjugated her. You are all going to be held accountable. I put forgiveness is taking the bullseye off those who did harm. I'm keeping the bullseye where it belongs. You mofos are going to be accountable for what you did when you were sitting comfortably drinking your Moet and your rosé, living comfortably while many of our females were either killed themselves, or humiliated, or sexually abused, what have you. You're all held accountable. I personally, all this interesting antage. Oh, forgiveness. Oh, forgive those because you don't know what you've done. No, you can listen. You can sit here and say forgiveness, but that all that is for you to take to give them reprieve and clear off some of their karma. When you forgive somebody, a lot of times you take some of that angst off their karma. No, you are going to hold responsibility for what you've done and what you're continuing to do with the harvesting of our young women's organs. There are Somalian babies. Did you see the pirate ship with Somalian babies and women cut open and sewed back together? Little babies whose organs have been removed. I'm holding you accountable. I don't care how many albums you make. I don't care how many timelines you jump. You are not going to hold a position in the new cycle. You and your cloned wife. I don't know who that being was at that party. You identify them because they don't have any vibration. Clones don't feel like anything. Clones are empty. Empty seaters are empty. Watch the movie. I just saw the movie Jumanji with my little ones. Big up to the listen, I'm going to start doing movie reviews, metaphysical movie reviews, because there were so many gems in that movie. Watch the movie Jumanji. When they're playing the video game, now Jumanji becomes a video game. It's not a board game. They play a video game. They jump into different avatars, just like we're here in the Matrix. I told you, this is an interactive video game. This is not real. A lot of us are sitting in the cryo state of being, cryostasis, and we're on a ship waiting to go to our new home planet while we're engaged in this dream-like video game to help to enhance our spirituality or our sense of consciousness, and we're really going to wake up on a ship. Others don't exist. Did you see that movie in Jumanji? They were going into the car, the guy picked them up, and he had an automated response. That's an empty seater. Those are the props. That's what I always talk about. That movie is phenomenal, showing you how the Matrix really exists. There are beings that you encounter, they're on a script. They're on an automated script, and all they do is continuously they just have automated paths that you think they're real and they're really not. They're just there to guide you in one direction or another, and then you have free will to decide what path you're going towards. They're programmed. Thank you, programmed. It's a great movie. You see how at the end of the game, once they reach their goal, I remember they had like these little scanning things on their arm, 3 lives that they were allowed, and then if they lost their lives they could die in the video game. This is the Matrix. They're telling you what's going on. So anyway, back to the bloodline of the Haitian and Dominican. Big up to the Haitian and Dominicanos. Y'all have been mistreated. Now Dominicans, though they mistreat, see, it's all karma, because many Dominicans will mistreat and talk very disdainful about Haitian people, but then your karma is to be treated disdainful by all Latin America, because how you treat your Haitian brothers and sisters and cousins is how you get treated by Cubans, not so much by Cubans, by Argentinians, by Venezuelans, by Colombians, by many of the who else? Guatemalans, Peruvians. You get treated really badly by other Latin groups, because Latin America, if you think there's a race issue, Latin America represents racism to the heightened degree. There is nothing like the self-hate that goes on in Latin America. I've seen it firsthand, where I've seen Dominicanos who sit there and talk about Haitian people, calling them dirty and dark, and they don't even want to acknowledge, even if they're in their family. Next thing you know, they go out in a party with a whole bunch of very fair-skinned Latinos who say, "Ew, you know, you're Spanish." They don't even acknowledge them. So what goes around comes around. It's all relative. So it's very important for Dominicanos and Haitians to really mend that bloodline. Oh, it's raining. Look at this, it's raining. They really want me to stop this video. I love the rain. Let it pour. See, it's raining. Oh, wow. Hold on, family. Oh, yeah, my phone's getting wet now. Hold on. It's going to start to pour. Hold on. I got to... Okay, I gotta go inside. All right. Sorry, family, it's dark in here. Give me a minute. I don't know what time it is. Oh, it's 1:55. Okay. Okay. Listen, family, if you don't heal the beef between the two of you, I gotta go. You're going to only have more hardship and more debaucherous things happen between those two bloodlines until they finally mend. Because obviously, that is a bloodline that is family, they're kin. It's like a feuding family feud. If you notice that being, notice what he named his video. Family feud. That has to do with the Dominicanos and the Haitians. That is my take on it. That is a bloodline that is the same, and they need to start to really mend that miscommunication and that self-hatred that still exists. Because Amara de la Negra, she is what will motivate those to bring that together, because she looks very much like many of the Haitian people and the Dominican people I've met when I was in DR. And because of that, she will mend ties. I think she's meant to mend ties with that bloodline. It has to happen. So anyway, I gotta go, family. I love you. I know I was in the rain. They stopped this video 50 million times. No, he's not Haitian. That's a timeline jumper. That's what he is. And I don't want, listen, he was dressed like the 20s in that video, in his party. And he's telling you who he is. They all have to tell you who they are. Anyway, I'm gonna go. 3 o'clock is my show. If you have questions, call in the number. I'll post the show at 3 o'clock. I'm going to be on with the ladies of the Netherlands. Again, if you want to call and ask questions about this, we can kind of get on topic, because we're going to talk about ETs today on the show. So if you feel like, if you're a little bored and you'd like to talk and you want to kind of ask a question based on this, by all means, I'll connect the link to that show on this video, so you know when it's at 3 o'clock today, 3 o'clock Eastern. Okay, so I'm gone, family. I love you. I'm sorry the transmission was off. You already know, whenever it's something piloted and a good conversation, they always try to stop the transmission. I love you. Peace to the Dominicanos and Haitian. I hope that you mend these bloodlines. I support both. I support La Hispaniola as one united front on one planet. Peace.